It's a party time now. Look at this. Someone work on the firewood wood. Someone working on. Okay, our party is a good time right now. All the food right here, and we'll drink Taiwanese hot stuff. And yeah,
this one.
Yeah, this one. And this is the Bob's special Italian linguine with Mongolian.
What means Mongolian?
Mongolian just means clam in Italian. Mongolian.
And this is the Jingxiong's steak.
Oh.
This is the Zhaobi's Taiwanese style. Very cool.
Did you bring from Taiwan?
What you want?
No, this one.
No.
That's one.
This
Oh,
one.
this one. Oh, did you make?
They bought the duck feet, and my wife cooked it.
Oh, you cook it here because they are.
Another day, early morning. Good morning, Seattle.
No, Westport.
Good morning, Westport. Group of guys just get up.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking our dinner. No, our breakfast right here. So this is all the seafood from the ocean last night. And we have oyster, Manila clam, razor clam, and also butter clam. Look at that juice. Purely seafood, fresh, alive.
Okay.
Shell fish sauce.
断斤要在这边还是
And we brought the bread
里边有电。
we made for our trip. 我们在赶海，今天还要出征，大海在召唤我们。今天是 razor clam day， 然后我们去 Manila clam、butter clam， 还有 oyster， 看看这一碗碗鲜美的海鲜餐。
是没开是？要了，要吗
OK， 准备吃饭。
给开的，没开的还是没煮透。
抓时间赶海。租借的小的 cabinet， 露营小棚，里边可以睡5个人，一个 bunker bed， 一个 coach sofa， so it's a foldable bed and very simple but useful unit. This is our neighbor. You see, that's the single house and the single cabinet, just like this. So you park your car there, then you can have a fun. 今天你带哥去哪玩去啊 ？Good morning, Westport. 带哥去哪玩去啊？去哪玩去啊？
你要干啥？
平平把哥带来赶海来了，看看我们现在 Westport。但是我告诉你们啊，今天是最后一天挖 razor clam。
这个季节。
所以你看看今天的人，好像大家倾巢出动，浩浩荡荡。看看今天的车，多么浩瀚！还有穿白大褂的，看来是研究人员。还有挖满了的，已经离场的，看看，颇为丰收。我们已经来到了海边，已经准备战斗。这是我们的 squad. So we are on the beach for seafood hunting right now at the low tide. So this is our squad. We are pretty much ready for heading out. Get ready. So we're just got to go. 看看我们的小分队， Razor Clam squat. We're heading down the beach right now. Very, very good weather. Not too windy, not rainy, but not sunny too, which is more comfortable. This is May 15th. Last time for razor clam digging during the before the summertime. So next season I think will be later October, November during the winter. So it's going to be pretty much look at the ocean side. Look at this ocean. So crowds. So many people. Look at our squad. They're coming. So fun. We had 15 limited pieces everybody yesterday, and now it's a new field, a new kind of spot. Right here.
说这个，
然后怎么挖呢？把它，你看啊，把它放在正中间儿。
稍微
也是一个。
稍微有个5度角，你先给他们做一遍。
然后呢？
然后你就不用管。
有个洞，把它封上之后，你脸要冲大海，15度角。
脸朝大海，稍微有个5度角。
小心。
放的时候摇。
你看，就出来了。
你先看亚玲走一遍，你看。
都没看就看。
出来了。
15度角对着它，它才能真正在你的桶里面。哦。15度角对大海，然后前后左右的摇。
再摇，再使劲，摇快点，是摇大一点。
好。然后你手底下有一个洞，摸到了吗？
哪里？
封死。
这里。
你摸一摸左右。
真空以后它才会。
好，真空了吗？然后封住，然后往上拔。
全把它拔出来。
就一个。
就一个嘛。
摇，
好，
压，
用腿把自己抬起来。哎，好，看看在不在里面。
Wow, look at her.
Yes.
She got a huge one.
Nice.
Very pretty. You're qualified now.
It's because she told me that.
You're the good digger.
Gets away.
Nice, Bob. Good job.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I really.
Now they're so happy. They're working so hard. Yeah. Try one shot. 你没带起土来，还在里边。你角度还有点大，而且你不是正面对大海。哦。对，你偏了之后就会很容易克着它，一克着就碎了。
有3个步骤，对准角度
还是不够深，你土没吸出来，你要使劲把它摁住，那地方不能有沙子，一沙子就有漏气。
漏气紧握不出来了，你要真空啊，就像吸。
那边要按什么灯啊？
珍珠奶茶一样。
哎，出来了，好像挤碎了吧？有吗？没有，
不是，
没有，那还在那儿。尽量往深，它现在已经走得很深很深了。对，走的时候摇，对，一摇进点气，它就很容易拔出来了。呀，应该有了，松掉，有了。对，你走得越快，往下走得越快。对。呀，可以了。 你没堵着那眼儿啊？季雄，我觉得你没堵住那眼儿啊，所以你没把土抽上来。
哦，
你看你上来的土只有半罐，所以它就跑了。
你要按住孔，
就拿大拇指，就拿你的手指，这个手指头。
吸东西一样。啊？
还是没吸出来，还在那，还在那。现在就跑得很深，我来，你一定要堵住这个眼儿。
哦，有了。好，我来打。
是。
然后上来的时候，把洞口封住。
Do you find this one, Lily?
This one?
No, that's not. Do you get this one?
This
Yeah.
one.
No? You already got it?
No, there was nothing there.
No, it's in there.
Bob,
Yeah.
this is the one.
There you go.
It's in here. I touched it. Where is the hole? I touched it. No, it's broke. No, no, forget it.
I saw it.
Forget it. It's down to the bottom. They move very quick.
They move very quick.
Yeah. If you don't get it in one shot, they harder to get it.
Okay.
So so this is the tricky part. When you find them, you have to make it very deep and move it very quick. Then you can suck it out. Yeah. Otherwise, so there's just a bottom there, but you couldn't get it. That's the hard part. This is the one.
这个吗？
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. 你已经掌握了，很棒的。对，你现在往下走多快，你看。呀，到底。Perfect. 快速拔，抖一抖。Yeah. You got it. Now you got it. You see? That's the tricky part. Beautiful. 不是，而且你是在那个敲的正中间，所以你
正中间，
这角度正合适。无所谓了，我们可以一块洗最好。
哦。
你现在就是关键要找洞了啊！
对，
你要自己找几个洞，这一个，这一个，这个大的。
这个也是吗？
呀，look at this。OK， 它有几种形式的洞。你很棒啊！你已经过关了。
过关了。
再深。我喜欢前后省劲儿，对。抖一抖，呀，你看，哇哦 ，look at that，
中了，
这个很大了 ，beautiful，good size，nice sashimi，cool。这是俊雄跟招娣，他们两个第一次挖，已经挖得非常棒了，连续已经装了小半袋了。搁我这儿，
漂亮吧
？Very pretty。
呀，我也在那。
人参一个人在那挖，那个晋雄太太在那挖，都在很努力。 King got one. Wow, nice, pretty. Got it. Okay, now we can open the business. With the Clam flavor.
Which one we need to clean again?
We need all clean. Yeah, we finished our razor clam digging. This is our squad. Now we're ready to go back. These two, they're first time digger, but they did job very successfully. And look at the size, gosh, a huge sashimi, sushi, and that's like congee, seafood congee soup, okay? For tonight. Everybody got a harvest, everybody got limited, everybody pretty happy. Now it's time to go home. Look at this, party is over. Look at the team. Look at this one. That's a huge one. See this one? That's a huge one. You always find more when you come back on the road. So nobody touch it, nobody dig it. That's actually the best time. Look at the beauty of the ocean right here. You see the reflection. Now we finished every harvest. Everybody got limited. Now we are heading home and trying to go for lunch. So pack all the stuff. So Bob and Lily also pretty happy. So limited is our target. We got it. Look at this moment. It's so sweethearted. Look at the Lily. She wants to say goodbye to everybody. And she gives a hug to somebody, everybody. She's so sweet. Look at this Lily. She's our favorite partner for outdoor activities. We're finished the razor clamming, surf perch fishing. Now we are heading back to home. This is our favorite spot. Look at this. Hold on, 等一下. Twin Harbor State Park.
Yes.
Washington Westport Fishery Factory around here. Look at this giant fishing boat. They're just stuck here. They're unload fish right here. Ping.
They're around somewhere. They don't leave.
Okay, thank you. 这是在蟹船蟹鱼叫 whiting. Whiting fish means kind of like a cut down the bottom. So come from local and look at this beautiful name. Huge boat, Pacific Rainbow. This giant fish boat. 看见吗？海狮 sea lions. Let's go there. Wow, huge one. Giant boat, fishing boat, crabbing boat. So a lot of crab pots on there. So there also can break the ice. You see, it's go into the Iceland. Echo Raider, Poly Squalim. This is like an Indian's name. Wow, look at those giant boats. So many functions. You see this back, like a netting section. Look at it. This is a jellyfish swim right there. Look at the crab right here on this appalling pool here. They're huge. Look at that size. It's incredible. 一个很严肃的问题啊，为什么所有的船，尤其是商业捕鱼作业船，都是 要用 lady 的名字，为什么 ？Kakuya 是不是日本名字 ？Hukalio 是不是 Russian 的名字 ？Karelia like a European's name. Why this is this is my question. Typical commercial fisherman's question. Why a lot of a boat only use a lady's name? They never use a gentleman's name. Why? Give me a reason. Anybody know? Look at this name. Gracia, Whisper, Carcan, Harvest Queen, Lucia Christine, Miss Heather, Johnny B. 哇，我 look
他可以先走的，搭个伞嘛。走到那个白铺那儿，那所有的
全站起来了
都站起来了，对着我们。
Yeah， 准备进攻你，哇！
对，准备进。
Look at those ones, so
把
cute.
赵斌给吓的，赶快回来。
They're so cute. This is the sea lion right here. Look at them. Come on. There's a lot of baby ones. Look at those tiny baby. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So, look at this too. They're taking a nap here. They close the eyes. And it's so peaceful, so quiet.
Cleaning?
Yeah, basically like getting them ready for putting them out in the fields for the companies.
What kind of climate you're doing?
I don't know. I just moved to this state 2 months ago.
Ah, so you're new. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really cultured on, the names of all the clams. I'm from
So
Iowa.
is this a farmed or natural one?
Yeah,
A farmed
keep
one?
them for a couple of years till they're big enough.
Oh, okay. So you keep it just right in there in the tank right there?
Yeah, those bins. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, big aluminum bins.
okay. Very cool.
Not only clean them.
Support a marina observation platform.
Sure. This is beautiful. Yo. You're so sweet.
Get them right here.
Yeah. You're so sweet. It's beautiful. Okay.
A few guys crabbing right here. Seems like a very nice spot. Nearby jetty. And the tide is coming. Beautiful pier for fishing, for crabbing, for look at this big giant commercial boat. It's just like turning out to go into the ocean. They're ready to go to the harvest. Oh, look at it. Such pretty Dungeness crab. That's a famous from Washington. Very popular in here. But you never see that big ones at the same bucket. Look at that. That's a wonderful, great harvest.
Any lucky yet?
No keepers.
Oh.
Look at this big bird right here. Yeah. This is a hooligan in Mexico. Actually, Mexico also call this one like Mexican turkey. Look at this boat. Seems like they need work. Some like a painting to recover this boat, make it for good protection from the erosion. Look at this on this lighthouse. They're really active when they see. They have very sharp eyes when they see the fish. They will dive into the water, pick the fish. Now this is the Washington Capitol Hill building. Washington legislation, Washington, the Congress, Washington, whole government system is right in here. Legislation department. You see the Washington flag right there. So this is the front of the Washington building and from the gate. On this gate indicate all the details about Washington. So when the government started, that's the building right here, and laterly, so they put this Capitol Hill right here.
Territory, not a state. We now have 50 states, but each one started in their own way until it became the state. Last one was Alaska and Hawaii, where eventually we were the 42nd state.
The 42nd?
42nd. So it took a while because we're way on the west coast.
Okay.
And the United States started with the first 13 states on the east coast. And then as it grew in size, you had more and more states established, and this was one of the later ones on the west coast. So first originally we were called a territory because the population was very small. And eventually we became a state when there was enough people living here. And then you've got the Temple of Justice, which is the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court, you have the judges and their court on that side. You're welcome to go in. It's open until 5 just to see it. And then you have offices and so on in that building because we're high up on the hill. You can't see we're high up on the hill because we're looking at that building. And behind, if you have a chance, if you can go around the building, as soon as you go around the corner, it's like, oh my gosh. Is an absolute quote from ancient times. Ancient buildings have this. And you've got the big columns, which is called the Corinthian columns. That goes back to ancient times.
Okay.
You've got the great big columns, which looks like an ancient temple. And this is not a unique design because many state capitals have this kind of a design. Not completely the same, but similar.
Similar.
And which means it's a very important public building. Okay. The Senate is, and this is where the House of Representatives. Exactly. And the thing is, in terms of bicameral, meaning it's separate but equal. And that idea comes across all through the architecture, separate but equal. A little bit different, but they're very beautiful. They were created by the Olmsted brothers that came from the East Coast. If you have a chance to walk around, those are the famous rhododendrons over there, those big pink bushes and the purple. And that's the official flower of Washington State. And you'll see when we go up into the chambers, it's very well here. So it's really worth walking around to see it. Okay, there's okay, got it.
Cool.
From the bottom, huh?
It means it's a church's habit and big buildings. So these are the doors that was made again from New York, because most of the things are from New York. And you've got the big lion door handles here. And the original little building for the territorial capital was this, which is a little wooden building for the few people living here, and the representatives, which was right next door to where we are. And eventually, with a whole bunch of changes, we got to this. And they wanted something much bigger and grander. So that's where you are. Now at 5 o'clock, all these doors close, and you can actually see the doors, which is really nice when they're kind of closing. People were coming from the East Coast or the Midwest to come here because they liked the land. They were able to get more property hundreds of years, because this technique was done from early, even from ancient Rome times. They would log just with the axe, and they would have the cable and tie that to oxen that were able to more vague, less specific, but that would be my guess if you identify it. Okay. Here, which is the governor, which in the federal government is equivalent to the president. That's for the state. And you have what I said to boom. Did I tell you we're finished with the session? No, I did not. Okay. We're quiet. We had the session. We're done. And there's bills that were done, and there's some of them are still waiting to be signed by the governor. Okay, I know I said it twice. I'm not sure I said it the third time. Okay, good. So it's very quiet. If you would have come 2 weeks ago, it would have been super active. So
now we're in the governor's office.
Can we look in? Is that okay? Is that bad? Okay. So if you can look in, they're having lunch or something. They're just visitors looking in. So this is where the...
Sorry to bother you for your lunch, but we're so interested in this place.
But you can go in.
Yeah. Oh, this is the governor's meeting room.
Governor Ferguson, which is the current governor, he was just elected. He has a photo, and you're not going to see a portrait of him until he's done with his term.
Oh, okay.
So they have to be finished with their term in order to hang their
Okay.
portraits up.
Okay.
That's how Inslee got his portrait.
This is the
Okay.
Governor Inslee.
So these are the very
Lots of
early
vote for him.
ones, okay?
This is the one before her, before with mentally. Everybody knows this one, Gary Lau, Luo Jiahui. Yeah, literally he come to the ambassador in China. And this is our cross. And all the marks right here. This is our current
Okay, let's go.
governor.
Which we'll get a better view when we get onto the higher floor. And that's the center, and that goes right down to the seal of Washington State. And that's George Washington. And this is called an embossing, so everything here is bronze that you see, which is very nice. And usually I'm asked, and sometimes I'm asked, yes, but why is Washington, was Washington ever here? Washington was not, because Washington died many years before Washington became a state, named after him. So this was a kind of remembrance of the, and respect for the first president of the United States. So that's how we got to be named. The rotunda itself is a very special place. It's a place for meeting. This is where the chambers are. So that's the House of Representatives, the Senate. We'll get a chance to see it because we'll go inside. So this is usually where people congregate. And then you've got these great big light fixtures. So if anybody has heard of Tiffany, has anybody heard of Tiffany? So and who are in New York too. So they got the light fixtures, which were unique designs and special designs in the public areas. So we have a large collection of bronze Tiffany studio light fixtures. You could see these, which are the ancient Roman style fire pots. Again, in the style of ancient Rome, which goes back, which kind of correlates with the building itself, the whole design. And
Tiffany design. Tiffany design. Tiffany design.
the northeast, southeast, and southwest.
This is flags for different
That
countries.
is enormous. Ancient times, the way they have the ornaments.
I see.
And they
Okay.
pulled it all together and created this.
Okay.
Okay,
When you
so it's very
say
complicated, but yes.
okay, when you introduce his son to us, so does he only design for like interiors, like lights, like those
This
decoration?
this particularly was one of the companies he had, which was Tiffany Studios.
Prettiest room.
What it is, it's for receptions, okay?
Ah.
So there's all kinds of things when there's any kind of ball, the inaugural ball, it usually starts here, the band is here. When they give lectures, they have seats here, or the kids are here. Things and everything is from that time, specially designed for the area. And the chandeliers, they have 10,000 glass crystals from Czechoslovakia, Eastern Europe, because they're the most brilliant and original carpet from the 1920s. Again, from New York, it comes from a company called Mohawk. And they were contracted to do it specifically for this area. So it's the largest single loom carpet, which means it has no seams in it. It was done in original time. And the marble is from Italy. So it's Italian marble, and it's a very busy marble, but very well done. It's more of a celebration. You know, we were the 42nd state of the Union. Now, there were official flags every time a territory became a state. And it's up there as a celebration of the 42 stars of the 42nd state. This is the years of the American Revolution. And the flag now, again with the seal, but it's a rich green and with. And this table is put together from multiple woods from Washington State with inlays, and supposedly the legs come from one tree. Okay.
Wow.
But it's an original table from that time in the 1920s.
Beautiful. This is the House chamber, and all the
Legislators won't go in.
这个众议院的议会厅观察室。Thank
Okay,
you.
you can sit down.
Oh, wow. 这个是观众席。You can people They have a meeting downstairs.
So remember, it's separate but equal. Senate, you can point. So this is the area for the public, or the media, or anybody that wants to see it. You're going to see the same thing in the Senate. Here's the desks, 98 because we have 49 voting districts. And for each voting district, there's 2 representatives. Usually it's lit up, so we don't see it, but it has a list of representatives on either side in lights. So if you walk in, when there's a session, you will see on both sides, you'll see the name of the representatives. In the middle, if they're working on a bill, a law, then you'll see the information in the middle. So you'll know exactly. And once both chambers agree, if they do, then it goes to the governor, and the governor signs off on it. The bill can also start in the Senate. So if they start at the Senate, they do that, and then you've got the name of the counties, the 39 counties. The United States and all the state capitals. It's unique design, there's nothing like it. It's 5 tons, and it's suspended on a 1-ton chain. And there's ornaments going all around, which goes back to ancient times. And it's just beautifully done. It's an open metal technique, so you could see the whole inside is empty. You could put a double mattress in there, it's so large. And it has over 200 lights, which are on all the time. And you could see 1 or 2 bulbs out in different places. And it takes a while until they finally decide that they're going to put in more bulbs. When they do, they do it.
Fire torch, ancient style, from a Roman's design. This is the senator, 参议员.
Because the lighting is not as good, and the other is that the marble is a little darker. It's from Germany. It's gray with kind of rusty orangey color. But again, it's beautiful, especially when the lights are on. The desks here is 49, not 98, because it's 1 senator. Districts.
This is all the members for the senator.
24, 1925, and this can show you how they started. This whole hill was full of snow and ice, and there was a lot of hard work to put these up. But everything was already in place here, and the people and the legislators were meeting, so that hasn't stopped, and it didn't stop them because with all the other events. And things were in place, so that was very good. And so the building remains almost like a time capsule from that time, so it really is historic, and it's being used, and it's been very successful. So thank you very much for coming.
This is the front of a Capitol Hill building. Very pretty. Nice view. You can see the ocean and the lake and the river. Look at here behind us. This is the Washington State Law Enforcement Memorial. Then this is the building of a Supreme Court of Washington, 49 District. So super pretty, super nice flowers. This is the memorial of this is policemen or the law enforcement of the state. Law enforcement, they are lost their life on their duty, so their name will be carved and stay in here behind the badge foundation. Sounds pretty good. Look at the 3 people on their logo. One is election officer, game warner. Yeah, the game warner is one part of it. These people in the group. Cheesecake Factory. This is a really good restaurant. They're not only like famous on their cheesecake, all the kind of dessert bakeries. Their cooking skill is very culinary and very tasty. So now we're going to have dinner with all our visitors from Taiwan. Going to try this famous good restaurant. Let's go. Now you pick anything you want. Their dishes are really fantastic. They have a Italian style, French style, American style, all like a Caucasian style. Look at this is a nice bar at the front often, so face to the window. Also there's a TV. You can enjoy the sports and also shows and the nighttime, whatever. Very famous cheesecake. Look at all the options of the cheesecake. This is the portion of the party if you want to have a private space. This is more like a public booth and the tables for this dining special kind of wow, this is our party. Look at that. See this? Cool man, very cool, very nice.